Hi guys, Ellie here, and if you're new to my channel, hi, nice to meet you. I'm Ellie, and this is my channel Wolfang. And if you're a returning viewer, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well. So, just a little bit of housekeeping, and probably wondering where I've been and why I haven't uploaded recently. I've been having some technical difficulties with my camera. Don't know why. And also dealing with some health issues in my life. Personal reasons in my life. But don't worry, I'm back. I'm gonna be uploading more and become a little more consistent. Anyway, on to the main part of this video. So I bought another doll. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's another custom doll, and it is Biersack from the Set the World on Fire era of Black Veil Brides. Now, I've already opened this doll off camera. I just wanted to show you like what he looked like in the box, because I had, of course, someone on Etsy create this doll for me again. Their actual name is Kirby Bowles, the artist who created this for me. And so yeah, and they made this doll so texturized. And I told them that, hey, I'm blind, I won't be able to see the doll. You know, is there a way you can make it more tactile for me? And they said, yeah, of course. I don't mind doing that. That way you would actually, enjoy it more than just having it on display. So anyways, here's the box. It is very tactile, and it's in my favorite colors, pink and black. And the back of the sides of the box and the back of the box, they're all like, they all have glitter. Like, it's glitter, black glitter on the back of the box, and it's where, like, this glitter will not fall off. Like with some packagings, like some doll packages that have glitter on them, the glitter will fall off and make a mess. This, as much as I shake poor Andy in the box, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Andy. I'm sorry I have to shake you. But yeah, and there's also duct tape on the box, which of course it's in pink as well. But the whole box is just a plain Barbie box, like the plain a plain box that you would get with a normal Barbie doll in it. I don't know how else to describe it as a plain Barbie doll box, but it's been texturized with duct tape, pink duct tape. From what I've seen up close, and black glitter paper on like both the sides and stuff. Anyway, I just wanted to show you guys like what he looked like inside the box. But now I'm gonna open him. I'm gonna get him out of the box. I'm gonna free you out of the box, Sandy. I must save you out of the box. And I don't know, I loved what Kirby did to create this doll for me. But I don't I don't know if I want to get the rest of the members of the band from this era or not. We're just gonna throw that to the side. So here he is inside the box. I know it doesn't look like a normal male doll. I'll get into that in a minute. But so what Kirby did is created the took in like actual like boxes when you unpack stuff, it has like the zip ties and like little metal twisty ties. So they took the little twisty ties out of this and like created the same effect with duct tape. So yeah, which is pretty cool, I guess. So I'm just gonna undo this. And the same thing, same effect at the bottom for the feet to hold the doll in, to secure the doll in place. Come on. Come on, Andy. You need to get out of your box, dude. I have a feeling I'm going to tear this box apart. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to ruin the hard work that the artist put into the box as well. Okay. I put that to the side. Oh my goodness, I'm a dork. Anyways. So I don't know if you guys can see this, but here's the doll. Here's Andy. Like I said, yes, it is not a male doll. It was hard for the artist to find an actual male doll that fit Andy's skin tone and somewhat facial shape, his face shape. So they of course turned a female Barbie doll and made it look more like a guy. So, which I think that's interesting. It was very interesting, but I love the result of how this doll turned out. Where do I begin? Where do I begin with this? Where do I want to begin with you? Oh yeah, so everything is super glued on the doll. Minus the hair. That's the only thing that's not super glued, but it looks like everything else is super glued onto the doll. Like so. Where do I begin? I don't even know where to begin with this doll. This doll is so gorgeous. He's so cute. He's just so freaking cute. I guess I could start with his face. So, of course, he has the hair. Long hair from back then, which I love this version of him from the Set the World on Fire era of Black Veil Brides, when they wore the body paint and they took like inspiration from both Kiss and Motley Crue and all those metal bands that it was a couple of eras before my time. Way before I was even born. And so he's got the makeup. Like I said, Kirby they tried their best the artist tried their best to make this doll look more like Andy Biersack from using photos, basing it off of photos I sent to the artist on Etsy. But they have, so it has like the eyeliner and the whole, mimicking the whole white face paint and the, you know, the markings on his face and stuff. So he's got like the little marking right there on his face, and then he's got like the lipstick, the wild red lipstick that he wore back then, which is pretty cool, I guess. And then, and of course, he has all of his tattoos, like the neck tattoos, the arm, like the arm tattoos, which I thought was so cool that Kirby added all the tattoos on the arms of the doll. I didn't even know Andy had this many tattoos. He must love tattoos. But I don't know the guy. I never met him in my life. Would I like to meet him in person? Yeah, that would be really cool. But, so, anyways. So, the doll is wearing a black shirt. It has Velcro in the back, but it's all super glued onto the doll. It's wearing like a black tank top. I don't know, I guess Andy liked to flex a lot back then, or at least show his arms off. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know the guy personally, on a personal level. And then there's a really cool necklace. And it's wearing a necklace here. And I think this is supposed to look like a flame. It feels like a flame. To me, it feels like it's a flame. So that could be a flame, I think. I don't know what that is. Let me know what you guys think, what that looks like to you. We're gonna play guess what the charm is on Andy's necklace. He has like the black war paint. He has like the black paint on his arms and the tattoos. And the doll is wearing fingerless gloves. Like, I don't know if you guys can see this, but his fingernails are even painted. They're painted black. Which is really cool. Bringing back the whole steampunk, emo vibes. But he's got this hand, he has the same fingerless glove, but he has 2 bracelets on his wrist, and then he is holding a microphone. The microphone's a little misshaped. There we go. And of course, the fingernails are painted black on this on both hands. Just so cool. It's just so cool. And then the belt. Now I told the artist that back then he had like a belt that had like studs and a flame buckle on it. And so the artist just ran with it and gave it like a really cool, he gave him like a really, oops, gave him like a really cool grunge belt. Which is like so cool. And it's super glued too. I mean, it fell apart when I first unboxed the doll off camera. And so I had to take a Gorilla Glue, and almost glued my fingers together to fix this. But it's fixed. It's supposed to be a belt. It's like a grunge belt with chains. I don't know if they were going for more like a grunge, punk, emo vibe back then, or more of a goth vibe back then. And then, oops. There. We're just going to, there you go. Put your hand up like that, like you're about to sing the ballads, sing the vocals, the vocals, the lyrics. Set the world on fire. And then the doll has black pants. They're supposed to act like black leather pants. So that's pretty cool. And then the shoes have combat boots with heels. Them hidden heel action. I wouldn't be surprised if Andy actually wore not Converses. Combat boots with a hidden heel inside of them. I wouldn't be surprised if he did back then. Just to give him like a bit of a boost to his height. I know some artists do it. And some bands also do it as well. But they're painted black. They're black combat boots. And then at the bottom, they're painted pink. That same hot pink. Which is super cool. And yeah. It's just a regular Barbie doll. It's supposed to look more like Andy from Set the World on Fire. Era of Black Veil Brides, which is, to me, is, in my opinion, is one of my favorite eras of the band. Like, I've always been into the whole emo scene, punk aesthetic, and so, you know, that's why I dress the part. It's not just a phase for me, it's more of a lifestyle for me. Even though some people may like think it's a phase and everything else, when it's not a phase for me, it's a lifestyle. And I enjoy it. But the doll has the basic points, 6 articulation points of a regular basic Barbie doll. So he can move his head. I try not to move his head much, because you can't really look down or look, well, yeah, you can. Barely. Barely. You can barely move his head up and down, but you can move it left and right. Like, you can have him like looking like that way, and then looking that way. Oh yeah, he also has like the little fluffiness at the top of like the edgy. What do you call it? Not the fluffiness. He has the edgy hairstyle. There we go. Where he has like little bits of hair like flocked up or poking up, poking out. Anyways, back to the articulation of this doll. Back to our regular scheduled programming here. He has articulation in the hand, so he can, of course, move his hand around. You can turn it this way. You can turn it that way. He has articulation in the lower arm. You can have him waving with the microphone in his hand. Whee! Hello there, I'm Andy Biersack. He can also move his arm this way. I'm having way too much fun with this. He also has articulation in his upper arm. But you can have him doing this. Whee! And then he's got the same articulation on the other side. Articulation in the hand. Come on. Come on. Please stand up, Andy. Don't be falling on me. Don't be falling on me like Elle did with me. But the articulation in the wrist. His joints are a little on the rough side. And I tried not to articulate him much. Like I said, everything is super glued on this doll. And then, of course, the same articulation with the lower arm. And you can have him waving again. Except this time, whee! And then, same articulation in his upper arm. You could have him like waving to the crowd. Oops. And there we go. The doll does have hip articulation. Which you can sit the doll down, but I'd rather have him standing up, like I said. And like I've said before, and I will say it again, this doll is super glued. His entire outfit is like super glued. I think minus the shoes. I'm not even gonna try to take the shoes off. Nope. I think they're glued on too. I think everything's glued onto this doll. But yeah. So when, like I mentioned beforehand, the artist had to use a female doll for creating this for me. They couldn't find a male doll that matched Andy's his face shape, his his skin tone. Back then they did wear like the white face paint, and they were a little more pale back then during this era of Black Veil Brides. And of course this was like their earlier years of Black Veil Brides, and they were trying to predict an image for themselves to stand out in the crowd with other normal bands, with other rock bands, at that time in the early 2000s. But yep. There you go. But I'm very, very pleased with this doll and the way he turned out. The artist who created the doll for me, they what they did is they worked on the doll and then sent me pictures of the progress of the doll, and then once I was satisfied with the way the doll looked overall, they would, ship it out to me. And that's what happened. But I'm very pleased with this doll. I might get more dolls made by Kirby in the future. And their store on Etsy is no-assumptions boutique. I hope I'm saying that right. I think that's what I remember what it is, how it's pronounced. And I'll try my best to add a link to the Etsy shop. If you guys are interested, you guys can get your own little mini doll version of whoever you want, or you could get one of Andy. Maybe a different era of him from Black Veil Brides. Like I said, I chose him from the era of Set the World on Fire. That's my favorite album by them. So, yeah. Let me know what you guys think about this custom. Let me know if you guys want me to review any more, like, figures, dolls, anime figures, anything on this. And let me know. Wow, I don't know why I said it that way. Let me know what you guys, what your favorite Black Veil Bride song is, or what album it is, whether it's from Set the World on Fire, or We Stitch These Wounds, or Phantom Tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Bye.